Hey, what's going on, Jose? Doing well. How about you, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everybody. All right. Let me know, see who's Brian. What's going on, Brian? How's that nice, beautiful weather in California? Appreciate it, appreciate it. Angel, I'm loving it, man. Now, are you talking about the Camaro or the Chevy SS? Because the Camaro's doing great. The SS was great until I sold it. Yeah, I wish we had that perfect weather back over there that you guys have in California here in Houston. It is hot. I mean, I can't be in my garage maybe 10 minutes before it gets hot. Man, yeah, these Camaros are awesome. Yeah, guys, these Camaros, whew, I love them. I came from the older, well, then not even that old, but like the G8, the Chevy SS. I had the LS3s and the 6 speeds. And these new Camaros are, you can tell when they upped and changed, improved all their the technologies and all that, because it's just a whole nother level. Yeah, Luis, I'm telling you, man, when I installed my cold air intake on Monday, God, I had to pull the car out on, if you guys watched that video, I had the car outside the garage and I was trying to do the best I could outside because it was hot. Yeah, that's a big jump, Brian. Big jump. All right, so we got 5 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, no, it's not. No, it's not. And whew, it is about 8:30 here. You got to do what you love, man. Look, instead of never do something for the money. Do it because you like it. That's the one thing I can tell you guys. If you do it because you like it, then you'll enjoy it, no matter where it's at and what you do. Okay, let's see. See if we can get a few more people on here before I actually go ahead and do the first giveaway. I've got 2, so we'll go ahead and give 2 of these out. And actually, one other thing, for those of you guys that have a Camaro, now that I have my Rotofab intake, I won't be needing my sound tube delete kit, the plug and the firewall plug. So I'm gonna be giving that out as well today. So if you guys have a 6th gen, because I think that's the only one, those are the ones that it would fit, then you guys might be able to get it. Yes, the delete kit was from the CCNC, and yeah, I mean, it's no the Camaros are great, and it's one of those cars that, like, unless you actually try it and do a test drive or get to experience, it's really hard to say, you know what, I'm gonna go buy a Camaro. So their sales are going down. People, for some reason, really like the Mustangs, and they're fast. There's a lot more content on them, and a lot of more high-powered max builds on Mustangs. So everyone sees that, yeah, these Mustangs with stock blocks are going, 9s, 10s, and things like that. But so with the Camaro sales down, you're gonna end up getting all these things of getting rid of Camaros, and they'll come back. They always do. I would go with a Miata. Luis, I'd go with the Miata. I think that'd be definitely better than a Del Sol. How's everyone doing? Who just joined? I feel the Miata is a lot. It's more of a driver's car. It's a lot lighter, and it's designed more. it's designed more for really like good feel, like driving wise. So if you like, the driving is probably going to be a lot better than the Del Sol. Plus, I think the Miata you can do a little more stuff too and stuff like that. I actually did my first oil change about 500 miles in. So I knew I wanted to mod the car right away. So I had a lot of things that I was going to do on it. And so my goal was to get all these like little sanity checks out of the way, because eventually I was going to do the tune and all that, and I was going to end up without any warranty. So I did my oil change at 500 miles, kind of just to flush everything out. I actually even changed my differential fluid at like 750 miles, and most people just say wait till like 1500 miles. But I went ahead and did that. I also plan on changing that out every oil change. So now I haven't done my oil change. I'm at 2,000 miles, and it's probably in the next 500 miles I'll do another one. So like at 2,500 miles, I'll do another oil change and change out my differential fluid, just because it's really easy to do. All right, looks like here we go. We got a few more people coming in. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do mine pretty similar around there, 2,500, about 3 to 4,000 miles, give or so, in between after the 2,500 mark for sure. All right, so we got 7 people. I think, you know what, just because you guys are here pretty early and one of the first ones, we'll go ahead and give away the first $25 gift card. So for this one, last time I did the live in the first giveaway, I actually asked a question with regards to some of my videos, and the first person to answer it, was able to would win it. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but I felt like that question I did last time was um, too easy per se. And Darian, we'll get to you. I'll get back to you and tell you why. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this one a little bit more difficult. So the question that whoever gets this next question right will win the gift card, and that is, what was the difference in quarter mile time and miles per hour between when I ran the car stock and when I ran the car the second time with the headers and tune? So what was the difference? The difference in the quarter mile time and miles per hour from when I ran it stock and when I ran it with the headers and a tune. It's a little bit more difficult, or hopefully. Jose, I need both the time and the miles per hour difference. So the difference in the ET and the miles per hour. And it wasn't 13 seconds. And you're missing another part, but it wasn't 2 seconds either. Give you guys a little hint. Both times it ran a 12 something time-wise. And both times it ran over 110 miles per hour. I mean, if you guys can probably go back and look at click open the videos and try to find out. But yeah, I figured I'd make it a little bit harder. I mean, if you go back, I'll give you the clue where to go find them. So my first video is going to be running my car stock, and the second one is going back with headers and tune, I think. Now, not to confuse it with the last one, not to confuse it with the very last video that I made where I finally went back with E85. I'm talking about just with the very bone stock to just headers and tune without the E85. All right, so let's see. Darian, why I changed my oil at 500 miles. So basically, I knew I was gonna do this, build this car up, and pretty much effectively have no warranty. And I wanted to kind of get some stuff coming and install it and really start building the car. and I didn't really want to wait. I don't drive the car as much as I should. I don't put as many miles in it, and so David Taps got incorrect, and I'm looking for both. I'm looking at the difference. So what was the difference? How many tenths different, and what the difference was in miles? The difference in the miles per hour. So how different? Not the actual times, but neither one of those are correct. And I guess I'm looking at the best the best like from the best runs of those 2 nights. And yeah, so I wanted to do the tune and do all that, get rid of my factory warranty. But before I did that, I wanted to check the oil and make sure there was no shavings and that everything was clean and everything looked good. That's why I went ahead and changed it at 500 miles. All right, so while you guys are still trying to find that, have you got? I was on Facebook just a little bit ago. Did you guys see, or have you guys seen the pictures of what the new C8 interior is gonna look? Oh my God! So it's kind of. I'm not sure what to think about it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you haven't, look up C8 interior leak, and they've got it. I don't know if it's just maybe the color that they have it in. They have it in like this like white, like tan, like super white tan leather. And that thing is, the seats look really cool. They got a good shape into it, but the whole center stack, the steering wheel just doesn't, I don't know, it's not coming out the way I think they're expecting it to. It looks really retro, old style from like the 90s. At least that's what I think. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. All right, guys. Looks like I might have made it too hard. All right. So again, we're still on this first giveaway. What was the difference in times from when I ran the car stock and when I ran the car with a headers and tune? Now, this is going to be a clue for you guys. It ran pretty much the same ET, so the same time, quarter mile time, but there was a difference in miles per hour. So that hopefully will help you guys. But what was that difference in miles per hour? What did it run when it was the best time when it was stock and the best time when it was on headers and tune? Okay. That should hopefully kind of help you guys out there. It ran the same ET actually. So same ET, but there was a difference in the miles per hour. So I guess I was trying to be a little tricky there. But here's the first half. It ran a 12 to 12.3 basically both times. One when it was stock and when it was tuned with headers. But there was a difference in the miles per hour. So what was that difference? What was the difference? Man, I guess And Brian, going back to the diff fluid change, I actually saw that, a bunch of posts and a lot of people commenting about it, and they've all done it, and it seemed like the diff does build up quite a bit of sludge, so I figured it doesn't hurt to flush it out. It's really easy to do, really really simple. Just kind of buy a little transfer pump, like $5 I think, and then the fluid, which is not that expensive. So I would definitely recommend changing your diff fluid out for sure. Nobody's gotten. Come on, guys. Maybe I should change the question up. Hey, what's going on, Adrian? All right, Adrian, I've already asked the question. I'm asking a question for this gift card, and apparently it's a really, really difficult one. But the question is, what was the difference in my quarter mile time and miles per hour between when I ran the car stock and when I ran the car with just headers and a tune? That is the question. What was the difference? And I've given them a clue. Quarter mile time was exactly the same, but the miles per hour was different. And what was that difference? What's going on, Eduardo? So that is the question to win a gift card. No, you're incorrect, Adrian. I'm asking for the difference. So when it was stock, it ran X miles per hour. When it was headers and tune, it ran Y miles per hour. Y minus X. What is that difference? What's going on, Scarface? Quick question, quick for you guys. What was the difference in my miles per hour between when I ran the car stock and when I ran the car with headers and a tune? No, I wish I would have gained 10 miles an hour, Adrian. It wasn't 10 miles per hour. What was the difference from? So that was Scarface. That was with the headers and a tune, but when I ran it with bone stock, what was the mile per hour, and then what was the gain there? Incorrect, Eduardo. The time was exactly the same. The slip was the same, but the miles per hour were different between when it was stock and when I had the headers and the tune. Scarface has the time right for my headers and tune. Now, what was the difference in the miles per hour? And no, it wasn't 5. It was less than 5. Come on, guys. Darian, unfortunately, when I ran the 118, it was with headers and a tune. No, actually, headers. When I ran the 118, it was headers, tune, and E85. And Scarface has it. Oh, Adrian, so close, but it's not 3 or 4. It's not 1. So who was the fastest one to type the only number left? Yes, it was 2 miles per hour, guys. So when the car was bone stock, it ran a 12.2 at 114. Yes, Eduardo, you are correct. It ran 12.2 at 114, and when I put the headers in the tune, it went back and ran the same 12.2 but at 116. So that was the difference of 2 miles per hour. So Adrian, yeah, well, between 114 and 116 is 2 miles an hour, Scarface, but yes, it was actually 2. So Adrian had it right again at 2. Man, I need to do something better. This is the second one Adrian wins. And we even gave him a little bit of heads up, but it's okay, guys. We still got one more. So we got another one. So you guys get a chance to win another one. But Adrian, congratulations. You get another one. But again, we still got one more, guys. So we'll figure out another way to do that one. Yes, Scarface, but we wanted to know what the difference. My question was, what was the difference in times and miles per hour, not what did it run at that time. Yeah, I guess trying to be a little too tricky here. So 116 minus 114 is 2 miles per hour difference. And now that we talk about kind of the gains, when I did the tune and the headers, I gained about the 2 miles. The weather was obviously a lot worse, so we were looking at about a 0.3 of a second difference based on the DA difference. So the car should have ran about really high 11, like an 11.9 at probably 117-ish, you know? So that's where the 117-ish would have been a 3 if it would have been better weather. And then when we did the 85, we went back again, and the weather was about just as bad as it was when I ran with the headers in the tune, and it picked up another 2 or 3/10. So we finally ran an 11.9 at 118. So if the way it's going, when I did the calculations at level at 0 DA, the car should have ran, if you want to talk about like, you know, what it could be running in better weather, about an 11.7 at 119, almost 120 miles an hour with just the headers intake, or sorry, headers, E85 in the tune, with just the stock intake. Now I did just install the new Rotofab intake, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, no, it looks really good with the welds. So I've got the new Rotofab intake, and the weather was looking like I wasn't gonna be able to go to the track tomorrow because of the whole like hurricane, tropical storm in the Gulf. But looks like it's gonna be missing us. So if the track is open tomorrow, which hopefully it is, I will be taking the car back with the Rotofab. I've already got the tune like updated, and everything is looking perfect. Ran down my E70 gas, and hopefully I can fill it up and have, you know, the full E85, 85% alcohol content. And my goal would be to try to get the 120 miles an hour this next time by. So that's the goal. Time-wise, ET, I'm not really don't really care about it. If it should be better, ideally, but weather can affect all kinds of things. So I really want to do just the 120 miles per hour. And yeah, the 10 speed has definitely some of the best shifts from factory that you can expect to hear. I mean, the car just snaps them off quickly. It's insane. The shifts just, you know, they kick in, and that sound where it's kind of interrupting just makes it so much better. It's really, really nice. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. Hopefully I can go to the track and run some better times and see how this intake is doing. I wish I would have been able to go to the dyno with just the stock intake and try to get the difference in power. I really wanted to try to showcase the power from every mod, but it's really difficult. The shop that I'm working with, they're really, really full, really busy. So I've got to kind of just keep doing my thing, and hopefully we can get settled in a couple weeks and go back to the dyno and see what it's putting down. What do you guys think it's probably pushing right now with the Rotofab intake, the long tube headers, and E85? I'd like to hear you guys' comments, or like what you guys think, how much power it's putting down. I have no idea, but my guess would be probably around 460-ish is where I'm going. Yeah, I wish it was 705 Beretta. I would probably need a blower for that, but yeah, I'm thinking about 460. 490 is probably a little optimistic with the mods it has, but I think 460 with some really good DA would be really good. Yeah, the shifts are amazing. I really love the shifts. And that's stock. Imagine once we can kind of tweak it a little bit and make them just that little bit faster, or even just let them rev out slightly more. so that it can really roar. Then those shifts are going to sound even more impressive, guys. More impressive. 470. I would love to see that, but yeah, I'm thinking about 460. 450 to 460 is when I think. And after that, the cam is a little ways away. I'm not. I don't think I want to kind of enjoy this power as it is now. I mean, I feel like I could probably go out there and run quite a bit, especially here in the summer. I think I could run some, even like some CTSVs or ZL1s, like 5th gen ZL1s, and probably kind of almost keep up with them, especially if they get heat soaked. Yeah, I missed this month's Cars and Coffee. I was out on vacation, but I definitely want to be at the next one. Yeah, the cam is going to be a whiles away, guys. I still have a few other bolt-ons I want to do. I want to get a ported throttle body and also a ported manifold. That's kind of like the last bit of the bolt-on mods you can do. I've looked into possibly doing an underdrive pulley. That's something I can do myself. But yeah, mainly I think that's what. Yeah, I think so too. At least even if it's like a tuned and just like bolt-on, like intake, tuning and intake, if it's not on E85 and things like that, I think I could definitely beat that. Yeah, and those GT500s, I mean, they're not slow by any means. They're running, they're trapping. So when my car was bone stock, when it was a driver's race, basically, I was able to take off on him, and I trapped. I did a 12.2 at 114 miles an hour when it was bone stock, and the GT500 ran a 12.0 at 116 or 116, 117 around there. Then the next time we were at the track, when I ran with the headers in the tune, I ran the same 12.0 at about 116, and that same GT500 that I ran happened to be at the track at the same time, and he ran a 12.2 basically the same time I did at 117 or 100. So I, with the headers in the tune, I basically caught up to as the same times that GT500 was doing that when I was stock. He was slightly faster, and I beat him because of my reaction time and stuff. But if we would have done a heads-up race, even time-wise, I was running the same exact times that he was the second time out with the headers in the tune. Now I have the headers, the tune E85, and I ran an 11.9, so 11.9 at 118. So I probably, even if we were on a roll race or on anything like that, I think I could probably take on that GT500. So probably stock. It was probably stock too. It had drag radials, but it was probably stock. So the car definitely is really running really well. With the new intake, I feel like it's a little more responsive. The throttle feels kind of a lot more responsive. It kind of wants to get up and go quicker. I think the biggest benefit I'm going to get is going to be the intake temperatures. Because when I'm at the track waiting in line, I mean, my IATs are shooting up. They're going to, I think I usually start my runs at about 135 to 140 something, low 40s, 140s for the IATs when I'm at the light waiting to get the green light. And the way the tune is set up, to protect the car and all that, before this last revision that I did, it was actually anything above 130, it would pull about 2 degrees of timing. So as soon as I would take off, the car was already working on 2 degrees of timing less on the takeoff. And then because it's the stock airbox, it was actually taken, the intake temperatures wouldn't drop down until about halfway down the track, like after the 8th mile. So by that point, yes, I was getting the full timing, but you only have the other half mile to go. It's not, you really, to get a better time and stuff, you want that out of the whole power. So now I think the intake temperature will still climb, hopefully not as much. And we've also adjusted the tune and actually brought down that timing retard to anything over 130, it only pulls 1 degree of timing. With the 85, that's a lot safer. You can pull that 1 degree of timing and it'll be just fine. So we pulled 1 degree of timing out, anything over 130. So it'll have a little bit more power off the light, and will actually, hopefully, the way the intake works and everything is shielded, our intake temperatures should drop a lot faster. So I hopefully within the first, like, half of the 330 feet, my intake temperature should be back down to like in the 100s, the 110, and that's my full power. Nothing will be getting pulled. No timing would be getting pulled there. And so I'm really expecting a big improvement at the track this next time around. Yeah, there's actually there's a guy, I don't know if you guys have seen his channel, that guy Marin. He's here in Houston, and I've been following him for a little while. He just picked up a 14 GT500, but he's already modded it. He's still on pump gas, but he did bigger throttle body. I don't think he's done a pulley swap, but he did an intake and then an axleback. So exhaust, bigger throttle body, and intake. And I think his car. Hey, what's going on, Neptunic? I think his car is probably picked up about another 50 to 75 horsepower. So that might be a good one once I can get my ported throttle body and ported manifold. The car, that ported manifold and throttle body should give me another 20-ish horsepower, 20, 25 horsepower, which would put me probably a solid 480 to the wheels when it's all said and done. And then if I can get my trans tuned to increase my shift points, make the car shift at like 66, 65, 66, then that would keep, with the 10-speed, it would keep the RPMs way up, up in the 5,000 to 6,000 range. And that would be a beast of a car, on a roll from a dig anywhere. That would be a beast of a car. I would probably, ported throttle body, ported manifold, the higher shift points should get me into the tens easily, in some good weather. So that would go out and destroy many of the ZL1s and CTSVs that are just basic bolt-ons, that have, just intake and tune or stuff like that. So I do have a run lined up. It's a 14 Mustang. It's a 1450 with he's got headers, E85. I think he's got a full drag pack, and he has the 18 manifold. So I'm probably gonna be running him hopefully the next week or two. And no, I actually didn't race any cars when it was stock. So I used to be really big into like the street racing scene, things like that, doing the whole going to Mexico thing. But after a few years ago, once I built my G8, the ProCharge G8, I don't know if it was just the G8 itself, the way it sounded was just really intimidating, I guess. So like I'd be driving around, I'd go to meets, and people would look at the car and the way it sounded, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to race you. Or nobody would really try and race me. So I stopped going to some of these meets, and then, life happens, you're doing all these things. So I kind of I haven't ran many people on the street in a long time, guys. I prefer just going to the street, going to the track. So yeah, I bet, Tony. I mean, the way it sounds, it's just, I feel like people were really intimidated by the car. So I don't street race much. That's why I go to the track a lot. But I find it hard even to go to the track sometimes. So one of the things I'm actually trying to get for the channel is a draggy, kind of like the V-Box kind of thing, but it works on your phone and stuff. So I'm looking to probably buy one of those here soon in the next couple months, the next couple weeks actually. so that I can do all these, like, 0 to 60 quarter mile times and all that, without having to go to the track. Especially like if I make some changes or things like right now. If I would have done a mod and got the update tune, I could easily go to go out and find a road in Mexico, whatever, and put this draggy device on the car, in the car, and go test out and see how it does with the new mod without having to wait for Friday to come and whether the weather's good or not and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to be investing in one of those. So, and then hopefully in the month or so, in next month's videos, you guys will be seeing me try that out, and should be for some. I think it'd be some good content. Getting to rip around and try 0 to 60 times, do the eighth mile times, quarter mile times without having to go to the track, just on the street, see how it runs. You can even do you can set it up. It's pretty cool because you can set up to even like how fast can you go from 60 to 120, or from a roll, basically, like how fast, how long it takes you to go from a certain mile per hour to another mile per hour. So I'm interested to do that, and I've got a couple cars I want to review. I don't know if you guys are into it, into that kind of thing, reviewing some modified cars. So I know everyone does like reviewing, dealership cars or brand new cars, things like that. But I've got a few cars I'd like to review that are modified. One of them is that I think is really cool is my cousin's Camaro. I've featured it on the channel a couple times before in other previous videos, but he's got a 2011 or 2012 Gen 5 Camaro SS with Maggie supercharger on it, Magnuson supercharger, and that thing moves, guys. That thing, for what it has, is a really strong car. It's got the 2300 blower with a stage 1 BTR cam, and that's it. Literally just cam and blower. Well, obviously the headers, but on 93, he doesn't even have E85, and he's out there. He was running as fast, almost as fast as the G8 was. His best times in good cold weather was an 11.7, like at 128. So that, for just a blower and a stage 1 cam, that car is moving and it's really quick. And so I'd be interested to try out that draggy and do a review of his car, because his car also looks really sick. He's done a lot of cool things to it and made it look really nice. All right. So what's going on with you guys? Any car news? Mentioned earlier, I don't know if you guys saw, but they leaked out the interior pictures of the C8, and seats look great. They look really awesome, but the rest of it, I'm not too sure. Now, I don't know if that's maybe like the luxury, like fancy interior, because it was like a cream white interior. Maybe like the all black or something, or maybe there's like a sportier version. But even the design looked a little different. So, what do you guys did any of you guys see that the new C8 interior leaked pictures? Yes, on the Corvette, on that new one, the mid-engine, the C8. I saw it on Facebook. It was like a leak on Facebook, where they were showing them. I mean, they're about to announce it next week too. So looking forward to that. Wish I had the money to just buy that. Yeah, once you guys see it, it'd be interesting to get your thoughts on that. But it's crazy. Also saw the ZR1 video from Street Speed 717, where he beat the red eye charger that was tuned and exhaust. I mean, the red eye was apparently was about an 800 to 750 to the wheels or something like that, and of course the Corvette was bone stock. I think the Corvette had like the intake and the Corsa midsection. Yeah, and they're releasing it next week. I think next week they're finally letting it all come out. All right, guys. So give me some ideas. What should I do to give away the second? Like, how should we give away the second gift card? I'd like to hear some ideas from you guys. Last time we did pick a number from 1 to 10, I think, because we had almost 10 people. Right now, there's only 7 people on on the live stream. So need to find some ideas of how to give away the second gift card. And also, let me let me know what you guys think the car's gonna run. Hopefully, if everything goes well and we go to the track tomorrow, let me know what you guys think the car's gonna run at the track. Tony, so Baytown from my house is about, I'd say 30 minutes or so. It's about a 30-minute drive. It's not terrible, but you know, sometimes the only day they're open, which is Fridays, it's raining. So there'll be a couple weeks where you go through and you can't go to the track because it's raining. And then, but it won't rain during the week or in between, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going to be getting the draggy device, or that V-Box type device, so that I can get times, track times, and all that. I actually saw a cool video from Drag Times where he reviewed it. Man, that sucks, Tony. Those are some long drives. And do I add 91 octane? So here in Texas, we've got 93, and I was running 93, but now that I have E85, I just pump straight E85 into my car. And why did I sell the G8? It was time to move on. I wanted to actually, well, one, I had done a lot of stuff with the G8 and didn't get a chance to show you guys the progress on YouTube. And I was doing my YouTube channel, and I decided it was time to start fresh with something new and help me build this YouTube channel up. And lo and behold, it did help out. And so when I bought the Camaro, another car had to go, and it just made sense to sell the G8 and use some of those funds to fund the Camaro and all the mods that I'm doing to it. And right now, Robert, I'm only testing tuning because I'm not done with all my mods yet. Like I said, I've been kind of putting mods by stages just to see kind of what the difference in power has been. But I've got a few more mods to do, and once I'm done with the last two mods, then I probably will kind of get it dialed in as far as how quick the car is, what I can expect from it, and then I think I'm gonna try to sign up for some bracket racing, and do a little bit more than just going out there and ripping on the car for no reason. Try to do some type of competition. And I really want to do, rather, if I'm going to be bogging the car, flooring and doing that, might as well be for something. But yeah, right now I'm just mainly testing tuning. As I get new parts, put them in, do all that. So just testing tuning. Tony, no, I haven't thought that far yet. Cam's still a little ways off. But if I do a cam, I'm probably gonna go with a custom cam. Custom cam, my tuner. he's the one, Pat G. He's the one that spec'd out the cam that's on the G8, and that thing sounds awesome. So it's funny because his spec sheet, when you actually ask him to design you a cam, basically, is pretty intensive. I mean, there's everything from what kind of head gaskets you're going to use, what heads are you using, are they porting them, are they not porting them, what's the flow if you know the flow of the heads. You know, a lot of things go into consideration when speccing out a cam, and that Pat G takes into consideration. So if I do if and when I do it, I'll end up going with a custom cam from him. Probably maybe towards the end of the year. All right, guys. So, what do you think the G8's gonna run on the new Rotofab intake? Last time it ran an 11.9 at 118 with stock intake, and the tune was pulling about 2 degrees of timing at the start because of the IATs. Now we've revised that, so we've got the tune only pulling about 1 degree with E85 now, and we've got the new Rotofab. So what do you guys think the time is going to be? I'm expecting the DA to probably be similar to last time, maybe a little bit worse. We'll see. So any ideas yet, guys, on how I should give away this last gift card? Looks like there's only four people on now. And yes, I do need a camp sponsor. You got 5 people. Come on, guys. How should I give away this one? Oh, 7. I mean, did it drop? Is the connection not working properly or something like that? You guys can see me, right? That's the goal, Tony. My goal is to go 10s without the need of a cam. And it's been done. Should be easy. Victor. Yeah, that wouldn't be so much fun. I gotta have you guys do something for it. Can't just give it away. I mean, I am giving it away, but can't just give it away. It's been done, actually. It's been proven that you can go 10s on just straight bolt-ons without a cam. So I think I've got everything. Probably won't see 10s until we get to the fall where the DA starts going down and the weather gets a little cooler. But that is the goal, is to go 10s without a cam. So the sooner I can get to a 10s, maybe the faster I get it cammed out. To the guy who sold his Harley for a Camaro. Yeah, I'm thinking like mid 11s in this weather, guys. That's what I'm thinking. That's yeah. I mean, there's Camaros out there that have, they do weight reduction, full remove the passenger seats, rear seats, carpet liners, trunk door panels, and just heads and cam running 9s in Camaros. So definitely not out of the question to go 9s for sure. Victor, I actually have something really cool planned for the car in terms of like doing the next visual stuff. I've got a few things that I'm going to be doing on the front bumper, and I got the idea to do it from a picture I saw. I'm going to try it. Hopefully that works out. I think I've mentioned it before. If I don't like it, I'll take it off. But as far as the whole car, I do have a wrap idea in mind. No, I'm not going to be painting it. I'm actually going to be wrapping the front of that. Now, I don't know how good the white's going to match, but I am going to do a wrap in a certain design. It's not going to be as simple as I'm just going to white it all out. I'm going to do it with little extra touches in the front. But for the whole car itself, guys, I actually have a really cool idea that I want to do. I really have this wrap in mind, and it doesn't seem like it'll be too difficult to do. So I'm looking forward to, working with the guys that did my window tint, hopefully, so they can do this wrap for me. But it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I'm still waiting on a couple things and just trying to figure it out, but I do have an idea for this really cool. Victor, my idea is going to be a whole car wrap. So just it's not going to be obnoxious camo or anything like that. It's just something that's different. I don't think I've seen anybody on YouTube or really anybody do this wrap yet. So I'm trying to get that done here pretty soon before someone beats me to it. So keep an eye out for that video when I finally do that. But I've already got it. I've already made up my mind what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I just got to kind of actually do it. So right now it's got street tires. I've got the street tires on the MRR wheels, the 1LE replicas, and I also have a full set of drag welds, my drag radials. So I don't think I really need any new tires. The tires are pretty good on they're pretty much new on the street tires, and the welds, the ET streets are kind of wearing down a little bit, but they got some life. And I have another set of 295 45 tires in my garage. So I still got tires that I got to go through before I can get some new ones. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this one away now. And the way I'm going to give it away is basically I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, where there's 7 people on here. Comment down a number from 1 to 10, and then the first person to comment that number, that'll be your number, and then we'll do a random number. So for the person that just joined, pick a number from 1 to 10. First person to comment that number, that'll be your number, and then we'll go ahead and give away this gift card, $25 gift card. Robert, pick another number. Num, pick 7. So he commented right before you did. So you'll need another number. We've got 8, 5. 5's already been taken, Adrian, by Victor. You gotta pick another one. Okay, 3. Darian Lopez picked 3, Robert. If you guys go back to your comments, you can see we've got 1, 2 is available. 6, 1, 2, 6, 9, and 10. So now, okay, only 9 and 10 are left. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 9 and 10 are the last 2 numbers available. So it looks like we have 10 people on. So the last 2 people that haven't got a number, you guys should be able to get a number. Just go ahead and comment either 9 or 10 if you haven't commented a number. There we go. Robert with 1, Eduardo with 2, Darian with 3, Tony with 4, Victor with 5, Adrian with 6, Num with 7, and J-Dog 892 with 8. We've got 2 more people on, and there's 9 and 10 are still available. All you gotta do is comment 9 or 10. So if you're on and you're paying attention, come on, guys. All you gotta do is type in a 9 or a 10. I'd like to not run this, without a 9 and a 10, and then have some of you guys watching this not be able to win this gift card, $25 gift card, because you just didn't type in a 9 or a 10, and then one of those 2 numbers comes up. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds starting now. So for the 2 people that are on that haven't commented a number, you guys have 20 seconds now to comment either a 9 or a 10. Those are the last 2 numbers remaining. And if you guys don't, then I'm going to go ahead and run it and close this out as far as the numbers are, and we'll do the same thing where I do the random number generator thing on my phone. And to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to hit the random generator 3 times, and the number on the 3rd time is the one that's gonna win. The first one, and I felt like the anticipation of the buildup wasn't as awesome, so this time we're gonna hit it 3 different times, and whatever number lands the 3rd time, that'll be the winner. All right, guys. So let me just go to the random here, random.org, so you guys can see. And I think I had to turn the brightness off last time. Yeah, I turned it on a little bit so you guys can kind of see. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and put between 1 and 10, so you guys see it there. 1 and 10. Now we're gonna hit the button 3 times. So actually, man, this is kind of hard to do, but the 3rd number is gonna win, guys. So there's 1. So it's not 6. There's 2. It's not 6 again. And 3. Well, if someone would have just commented 10, they would have gotten it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this again. I'm gonna refresh and do this all over again. Refresh. No, you can't claim the number now. So we're gonna go back again. So let's go ahead and do this one more time. 1 to 10. And then we're gonna go the 3rd number that comes out. So first one is 6. Okay, no. And the 6 is 1. Ooh, that would have been fun, but no. All right, the winner is, oh God, you can't make this stuff up. That's a 9. On the 3rd number was a 9. So that's 3rd time's a charm. They always say 3rd time's a charm, and we'll refresh it. We'll refresh this thing. Okay, 1 to 10. Let's do this all over again. Sorry, I can't believe that happened, but let's go. So first number, okay, looks like it's okay because 10's not it. 2nd number, 5, and then the last number is 7. Okay, 7. Y'all saw that, guys. So Numb, you won. Okay. All right. Congratulations, Numb. I can't believe that. That is ridiculous. But Numb, go ahead and send me an email to my channel. Send me an email to that email link there, holdhisvlog@gmail, letting me know that you're one of the winners and with your address so that I can ship you this $25 gift card to O'Reilly's. Hopefully you have an O'Reilly's nearby that you can use, or I think you can use this online as well. Adrian, just send me an email that you won, just so I can have it on my records, and your address again, so that I can go ahead and mail you another one. But yeah, that's incredible. I can't believe that happened. Oh man, and I'm surprised. I mean, there was 10 viewers, and 2 people just didn't want to comment a 9 or a 10, and they would have won both. The first, yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, but that's how it goes, guys. That's how it goes. But yeah, I'm really. First of all, I want to thank you, all you guys that are still here, for everything. Like I've mentioned many more times, I just got monetized last month, and so I wanted to thank you guys for the support and the increase in the followers and all that stuff, for the people that watch my videos and all that. I want to give back to everybody, pretty much from what I make on YouTube. I mean, I feel like everyone needs to put in your card now. I wish, right? But yeah, so I want to give back to everybody and the people that are making the channel grow and help out. And I mean, you see all these like car YouTube channels, and they get all these videos sponsored, and they're making all this money, and it's great. They're putting out content, but my goal is to, the more income I can get from YouTube, the more I can give back to you guys. So, right now it's just $25 gift cards, but as the channel grows, as we get more YouTube revenue, things like that, ideally I'd love to be able to give away $100 gift cards or even car parts. I mean, that would be really awesome. And talking about car parts, I actually just remembered I'm giving away the sound tube delete kit. So from the 10 people that are here, who has a Camaro, a 6th gen Camaro with the sound tube installed? Please let me know. Who's got a Camaro, a 6th gen, 2016 and up with the sound tube installed? You got Victor and Darian, just you two guys? Anybody else that's in my live feed that has a 6th gen Camaro and still has the sound tube and wants to remove it? I'm gonna be giving you guys, giving away you guys the sound tube delete kit that I bought from NCC. Yeah, I'm married and I have one on the way, so I don't know how. I might not have one too long. I might have to switch over to. I don't know if you guys follow me on my Instagram, but I've been looking at that Hellcat Charger wide body. Might have to move into one of those. Tony Warren MPP exhaust. Yes, I have it in mind. J Dog. Okay, Victor, Darian, J Dog. It's just you three. You three are the only ones that have a Camaro right here in the chat. 6th gen. Stock 16. Okay, Tony. Okay, so I'm giving away my sound tube delete kit that I bought from CC NorCal. And so now that I have the Rotofab, I don't need the kit anymore. So I'm going to be giving that away right now, actually. So thank you guys for joining, being in the live chat and being here. So Victor, Darian, Tony, and J Dog, pick a number from 1 through 4. Can't pick the one that's picked before you guys, and we'll do the random. And whoever wins it, I'll give you guys. Darian 3. Okay, so sorry, Darian's got 3. So 1, 2, or 4. Okay, 4. 1 and 2 is left. Tony, sorry, Darian has 3 already. Okay, Victor's 2. So Tony, you're gonna be 1. So Darian 3, J Dog 4, Victor 2, and Tony, you're gonna have 1. So let's go back to our number generator here. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. Okay, you guys see it now? Okay, so let me go ahead and refresh it. And it's going to be 1 through 4. And we're going to do the same thing. Click it 3 times. The third number is going to be the winner. So let's go ahead and generate. So we've got a 1. We've got a 1. And the winner is 4. So J Dog, you won. And you got an all stock 2019. So J Dog, go ahead and send me an email to this email. Num, come on, Num. Is it 2016 and up? You need to speak up, man. So you got in too late. J Dog, send me an email to that email that I commented with, that you won the sound tube delete kit and also your address so that I can send that out your way since I won't be using it anymore. So congratulations. Just make sure you send me an email with your address and subject sound tube delete giveaway winner. So if you open up your hood down, like on your intake, you'll notice there's this like pipe kind of just all the way around that goes under, and then it has a tube that goes all the way through to the back of your firewall. And all it does is it's supposed to generate some resonance and inject sound into the cabin. It's really just taking up a lot of space and looks really, really ugly. So they sell sound tube delete kits for it. And that lets you kind of remove it. I have a video on how, when I did the sound tube delete, you can get rid of that whole section, and you end up having a much cleaner engine bay, and you really do not notice any difference in the cabin in terms of getting extra sound. Diffuser, which diffuser? The stock one? Is that the one you're talking about, Victor? The stock diffuser? Well, I don't know. I plan on keeping it, so if I ever decided to, for whatever reason, put the car back to stock, I would just throw that back on and I could sell the aftermarket one. But I don't know. I think shipping it would be kind of difficult. Although it is in a box, so it might not even be that difficult to ship either. I might be able to do a giveaway. If you've got okay, Victor. What part of the states are you from? Because I guess we could look at the shipping costs and all that. I really don't know. Miami. Yeah. Send me an email to the Jorge's Vlog Gmail, and we can work something out. I don't think I'm ever going to use it again. I have it just sitting in my garage, taking up space. It's in the box that the other one came in, so shipping it shouldn't be too much of a difficult thing, I don't think. I'm assuming you have one of the non-NPP exhausts, the one with the single exit, and so this dual exit one would help you out. Just put yeah. It seems some people cut their single one, and but it's a lot cleaner for sure if you get one that has already the dual. Yeah, send me an email. We can go do some digging and figure out what it would cost. All right. Well, again, congratulations to those people that have won. That's awesome. And like I mentioned, I hope to I like to do these live streams probably every other week. So not every week. There's no way I'd be able to give away, $50 every week, but I can definitely do it every other week as of right now. So hopefully, the channel keeps growing, and you guys, spread the word, guys. Spread the word. And also, if you haven't checked out my new Teespring store, I've got the shirts. I've got the channel shirts, though in white and black. I've also got phone cases. That's what they let you kind of generate on the website. So if you want to help support the channel, promote the channel, things like that. I also have something really cool coming in. I've ordered a cap that I'm hoping it's going to have the Shield logo, like the one from this live stream thumbnail. And it should look really nice, really, really awesome. I ordered a sample just to see how they would look. And if they look decent, I'll probably order a few more and try to put those up for sale as well. And that way, you guys can, be repping the channel and promoting the channel. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys joining. Thank you guys for everything. And keep watching my videos. No problem, man. Hopefully the videos are informative and you guys enjoy them. I'm gonna try to bring a lot more than just straight Camaro content. Again, there's a lot of car events that I want to go to. All right, a lot of car shows I want to go to, car events, do rallies, things like that, and I want to hopefully bring you guys along for that and show you guys how fun that is. So, if there's no other questions or anything like that, I guess this will be the end of the live stream. I appreciate you guys for joining. and I'll try to get this and the sound tube delete kit stuff shipped out hopefully either tomorrow, or if not at the latest Monday when I don't work. So, anybody have any questions? None. If and when I do it, I'll probably be going with a custom spec cam. I won't be doing one from a. Have a good one, Tony. I won't be doing one from a just off the shelf cam. It'll be a custom spec cam. Peace, other Tony. Darian, it should not void your warranty. No, don't. And if a dealer tells you like, oh no, you got mufflers on it now, that's gonna void your warranty, do not listen to them. It will not void your warranty. Now, if you have an NPP exhaust, then I don't think that those motors throw a check engine code. I could be wrong. I don't think so, because you can pull the fuse. But I could be wrong. So I would look into that, because if you remove the muffler delete and you have the NPP exhaust, and you remove basically the motors that open and quiet the valves, unplug them or whatever, then they might throw a code. I know there's valves in the middle of the exhaust that if you remove those, it throws a code because they're part of like the AFM, the cylinder deactivation and stuff. So, but I don't think the back ones on the exhaust are, you can pull a fuse and they just stay open all the time, and there's no check engine for that. So yeah, no, it should not void your warranty. So my tuner Pat G, he has a cam build sheet that he sends you when you ask him to do a custom cam for you, and that sheet you fill out basically you have to fill out all the information that you know about your car, displacement, how big is it, the engine, what head gaskets do you have, are you planning on doing any milling or any type of like head job, do you know how much the aftermarket heads flow if you're doing aftermarket heads, what stall you're going with. I mean, it's a very intensive, like very descriptive sheet. Do you want, big lope? Do you want little lope? Do you want it to really chop? Do you not want it to chop? Or what kind of valve train? What kind of springs are you going with? A lot of information that they do, that he requires from me, so that he can spec the cam. And that's basically so that the cam is designed specifically for my combination. It's pretty intensive. And you're welcome, Darian. Anyone else got any other questions? No problem, man. Usually most tuners will have something like that, or they might have some that they've designed before, and so when you go in there and give them like just your general idea of what you want, you're not going to go too crazy. They'll have not off the shelf, but something that they've designed already, and they'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you my stage 1 cam, or my stage 2 cam, and those are just kind of still custom to that tuner or that shop, but slightly generalized for similar builds. Or you can go truly custom and have to fill out your spec sheet of all the specific details. Okay, so get 5 guys on here. Anybody else have any other questions? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with how these newer transmissions handle that. Yeah, the Darian, Tony, I think Darian was asking more about removing the mufflers in the back. Num is asking about the cam, but yeah, I'm not with the older style cars, like a stage 3 cam. you needed to have a stall, or like you needed to update your stall so that the car wouldn't kind of die out or buckle at the light. I'm not sure. Maybe with these new transmissions and they don't require that high of a stall torque converter speed, and you can get away with a stock stall with a stage 3 cam. Like I mentioned earlier, my cousin has a stage 1 boost cam on his Camaro, running just like 12 pounds of boost, 13 pounds of boost, and the car still runs really, really good. And he didn't need that. His cam still has a little bit of chop in it, and he didn't need a stage 2, stage 3. I'm sure a stage 2 or stage 3 might, like you said, might give him more power, but the drivability probably would have suffered a little bit and required he get a stall. But I'm not familiar with these new LT motors, and whether a stage 3 cam on these motors might not be a different. Sounds good, Victor. I'll check it over, and then I'll probably do some measurements and ask and get some quotes from UPS. So yeah, stage 3 I think is, in my head, when I hear stage 3, I'm thinking you also need to do a stall, and when you do a stall, your drivability is definitely gonna be it's gonna be different. Tony can probably attest to that. When driving a car with a stall and then driving a car without a stall it's a little different for sure. Anyone else have any other questions? Yeah. Well, guys, if there's no more questions, then I guess we'll end the live chat here. Thanks again for watching. And yes, I don't think you need to go stage 3 unless you're trying to go max effort and just make a drag car. Excuse me. All right, guys. Peace. I'll see you guys. Hopefully the next video I upload. Actually, no. The next video you guys see will probably be me doing some data logging. So it's going to have a lot of rips and street driving, getting on it, doing some data logging, and updating my tune. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy that one. If you guys enjoy hearing that car shift, I mean, you're going to hear it. So that's coming up next. Hopefully here, I should be able to finish that up here. And then tomorrow I'll be at the track. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If I am, then you guys will probably see a track video probably by Monday. So you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next videos, I guess. You guys have a good one. Ooh, that actually might be pretty cool, huh? I haven't thought about that, but maybe. I can't remember what the signal is like out there. It'd be from my phone, and it'd be at night. I'm not sure how good that'd be, but I might try it. Anyways, take it easy, guys.